In this video, let's do some swervy cuts. Still in a weird angle here. Why am I here? It's the weekend. I've been food shopping. I went to the middle aisle. It'd be rude not to. Hello, sheddies, and you join me again in my shed. First, glasses. Whoop. So Parkside fanboy strikes again. I bought a cordless jigsaw and SABRE saw, 20 volt, bare unit, because I've already got the batteries, and I liked it because it's 2-in-1. Only £29.99. I got it for £22.99. 23% discount. It's probably because it's coming to the end of this range for this time round. They'll probably bring them out again, I'm sure, and they might be in some other Lidls around the country. As always, I'm not an expert. These are just my thoughts and opinions. Do your own research first. This is my old jigsaw. It's had some right hammer, this has. Look at that. It's got a bent base plate. I've used it in anger. 240 volt. It's done its time, but it's so awkward using a corded tool, as we all know. So cordless, I've already got 3 of these batteries, which you saw in another video. I've got the charger. In fact, I bought another one of these batteries while it was on offer. I haven't got it with me at the minute. These are the 4 amp hour ones. I bought a 2 amp hour as well. So I've got 3 of them. This seen in the other video, I bought the double charger. In fact, I bought another one of them as well, because there were 2 for the price of 1 at the time. So I'll show you the full setup in another video, but they were mainly for this drill. See the battery attached, and this impact driver. I also bought the paint sprayer that I showed you in another video, but I haven't used it yet because the thing I want to paint isn't ready yet. Standard jigsaw, but then I turn it into like a Recip saw as well, a reciprocating saw, so you can fold it out. 2-in-1 tool, precise and flexible cutting. Comes with some blades. So fine cut and pendulum action, good. SABRE saw cutting capacity, 100mm in wood and 50mm in metal. Jigsaw, 50mm in wood and 4mm in metal. 2 jigsaw blades, Swiss made for wood and metal, and 2 SABRE saw blades for wood and metal, which I always think of it as a Recip saw. I've also heard some people saying reciprocating is the same as the pendulum, but whatever it is what it is. Right, let's open it up. Plastic formed box. Parkside, 20 volt. Anything in here we need to look at? I've looked on here and it doesn't look like it's just the angle of it, but I'm not too concerned about that because my 240 volt one's got that action if I ever want to use it, if I ever do. 3-year warranty, as usual. Integrated work light. Handle with soft grip. Lots of rubber, it's good to see. Saw lock for keyless chuck for easy saw blade exchange. Great. Standard saw blades, e.g. Parkside, Bosch, Scintilla, and many more. Right, let's waffle. Let's open it. Off. Peel that off. Wonder why the alarm went off. Over center catches. And there it is. Instructions as usual in the back. Code if we need it. PSSSA 20-LIB2. That's quite a hefty instruction manual. Anyway, so the saw itself, that over there. What blades we got? Metal cutting for the SABRE cut or Recip cut. Wood blade as well. And then we've got metal blade for the jigsaw and wood blade for the jigsaw. I think that is everything that comes in the box. Okay, first reaction, nice rubber grip. We like to see it. Plenty of red for all the buttons, easy to see. Rubber on the trigger. Safety switch just there at the side. So push in. This button must be to open it up. Here it is, locked in. Let's put it back for a minute. Must be for the pendulum. Vertical cut, and then you can see on there a pendulum symbol just there. So if you move that, should be a bit of movement in there. There is. I'll lock it off. Yeah, and it's solid. Quick release, nice to see. This one is a cheap jigsaw. You have to use an Allen key to release the blade, which is a pain in the... As we can see, we can't adjust the angle on it. It's fixed. Speed setting there, which means probably we can't adjust the speed just from the trigger. So 1 to 6. Let's put it back to 2 for now. This must be where the motor sits, around here. Right, before we do anything, let's put a battery in. Nicely clicks in. Yeah, it's got the safety switch on both sides, that side and that side. You can see the light comes on as well. It goes off when you finish. LED light. It's good to see, to illuminate your work. Let's turn the setting up to 6. It'd be good if we had a tool that went up to 11, wouldn't it? If you remember Spinal Tap, a Spinal Tap tool. Oh yeah. Sparking. I think we see that a lot with brushed motors. Seem to see that a lot with Parkside anyway. Sounds nice though. Doesn't sound clunky. Take the battery off for now. Bit of movement in there, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. Is that going to be an issue? As long as you're putting pressure down on that base plate. Obviously, if you didn't know, the pendulum it goes in that sort of motion, mainly for cutting wood, a more of an aggressive cut. And then if you put it in the fixed position, it's just mainly for metal. First, let's put a jigsaw blade in. See how easy this is. You can see the knob on there. Twist. Locked in. And then to release, turn it again, pull out. Locks in. That's in there. Same with the Recip. Put it in the other position. Click in. Lock. This will be good for branches and loose limbs and whatever, pruning in the back garden. Notice there I'm putting it the opposite way around, because obviously when we're cutting with the Recip saw, we want to be going downwards. I suppose in some applications you would go upwards, but generally you go downwards. Locked in. If we do it the opposite way, we can use this as a jigsaw as well, I suppose. Go through thicker wood. As it goes for 100 mil, I think it said. I'm sure it said 100 mil. Locked in place. So then we can push that in, bring it back, and then use it through thicker wood. Maybe. We'll try this out in a minute. Yeah, I really like the look of this. Feels good in the hand. Especially that rubber grip. I do like the rubber. Everyone comments that I like my rubber. I certainly do when it comes to tools. Shame they ever get more rubber around here as well, just to save impact. I mean, on this cordless impact driver, it's everywhere. Look at that. But I suppose these are used when they're being dropped all the time, being moved around. I suppose this is, well, saying that, you might leave it on its side or whatever. I don't know, I might look into putting rubber on the side of these sort of tools, but sticking it on. Maybe using, I was thinking of that EPDM stuff they use for shed roofs, cutting pieces of that off and sticking it in certain places. I don't know. We'll try that out. We'll experiment at some stage. That's the good thing of the shed and the workshop. We like to play around. The battery back in. Yeah, that's the thing, of course. There's no speed control on the trigger. It's all down here. Some of us might not prefer that, but that's the way it is on a Parkside. Let's try some wood. Start off with a wood jigsaw blade. One thing I've noticed, and you probably have as well, there's no guide rollers on the jigsaw blade. Is that going to cause a problem down the line? Will it start bending the shaft? Who knows? Only time will tell on that one. If you didn't know, I got these on a deal at Parkside at Lidl. It's finished now, but it may come around again. These are normally $24.99 each. The 4 amp hour, the 2 amp hour ones were $14.99, but there were 2 for the price of 1. So you can still buy them, but at the full price again. I got the 2 amp hour one as well for when I'm using my cordless impact driver. And I don't know, if I'm doing screws at height over a long period of time, like in the ceiling or whatever, putting plasterboard in, then I want a light battery on there. So I've got that, the 2 amp hour ones just for that. That's the time 4 amp hour is brilliant. Gives me a longer time using it. As for this as well, of course, when we're using a jigsaw, it's resting most of the time, so the weight isn't important. But I suppose if we're cutting branches from above and we've got a weight to there, we use it as the SABRE setting or Recip setting, then probably a 2 amp hour one will be better on weight. So just checking the instructions, a better word for that is the pendulum stroke switch. Well, I called it just back then, but it's a support plate. It's obviously 20 volt, saw stroke 20 mil, weight 1.7 kilos without the battery. Sound pressure level 84.3 decibels, sound power level 95.3 decibels, idle speed 800 to 3000 per minute. Obviously that guard at the front there must be to protect from branches. If we're going up and above, we have it in this position. If we get a branch or our finger trapped in there, it's like a little guard to stop it from getting trapped. I don't know where it is at the minute. Oh, it's up there. I won't get it down. But a standard Recip saw, I got my thumb caught in it once and it made a right mess. So I'll not be doing that again. Right, put it back. Let's get a bit of wood and some other materials. Right, so we'll start off with a bit of MDF, laminated MDF. I've got loads of these little samples. Let's try cutting that first. I've got myself really into a corner. Move yourself, Rob. Try again. Sometimes hard working out where the camera is in relation to where I need to be. And a bit of an explanation. I've got a big tool that I'm going to do a review on soon, and it's taking up a lot of my work surface all around my shed. And there's other things that I want to show you in future videos, so I'm hemmed into this corner. But I can come out a little bit further, so I don't know why I haven't. Right, so to switch on. I don't think we expected much different to that. Let's get something else. Parkside clamps as well, look. Bit of painted pine. Well, it's actually tongue and groove. I'm still in a weird angle here. Why am I here? Right, let's move. There. Need a film crew. Can we see that? There we go. Right, I'm not hemmed in now. Nice. Bit of chip out on the top, but the blade is that way round. So this will be the, hang on. Yeah, so it's cutting upwards. So this one, you can see the blade, it's cutting upwards. So the nicer side will be on that side. I suppose having the blade the other way is better if you want to use the best side on the outside. Or put some tape over it, maybe. Or a finer blade. Let's get something a bit more bigger. The problem is, I've put everything into another shed and it's all locked up, which I need to sort out, all my wood store. I must have something in here. Ah, you'll do. Oh, bit of MDF. Let's do some swervy cuts. Another Parkside one. I was going to use one of the Aldi clamps, but I thought, mixing brands in it. Not that anyone cares. That'll do. Oh, here. Glided along that. Look at that. I mean, I put some, yeah, I was a bit over the top with it. In fact, I haven't put the pendulum on. So that was without the pendulum. Let's put the pendulum on now. So that was really aggressive, but look at the rip out on that, look. Because that pendulum cut. I mean, I'm putting quite a bit of pressure on that, a bit over the top. Let's do a nice cut. Yeah, it's only MDF anyway. And by the way, I know I ain't got a mask on. I'm only doing a few cuts. Right, a piece of CLS timber in the vise, 38 by, what is it, 70 mil. Wood blade on the Recip option. But the good thing is we can handle that as well. We can hold on there. Don't know how hot it's going to get, but anyway. Thinking about it, there's a lot of sparks coming from that motor, so putting my hand on it, is that a good idea? Like butter. Angle cut. Absolutely no effort at all in doing that. This is going to be coming great handy in the back garden for trees, cutting them back. So I've got it in the jigsaw position, but I've turned the blade the other way around. So it was this way, but now it's that way. Let's try cutting through that. Let's put it on the pendulum. Very easy. Fantastic. Little effort. Bit of aluminium. Battery back in. Metal blade. Done. Got caught a little bit, but it speaks for itself. It's going to do that, innit? Yes, I know, I'm a plonker. I left the pendulum on. Nice. Right, I've got the metal SABRE blade in there. Pendulum turned off. Got some 40 by 40 mil box section. Oop, focus. Down a bit. Something I've missed, look, little symbol here, and it's a dust blowing function. So when you turn it on, it blows air out. Ooh. A quick interruption, I've got a big giveaway coming up, so you don't want to miss out, so subscribe, ring the bell, and give me a thumbs up, really helps me out. Very nice. That took me about a minute to do, and I hardly put any pressure on it. Job done, number 11. It must be the fastest jigsaw on earth. Shame about you can't adjust the angle, but I can live with it. The light on it's really good. It feels smooth. It doesn't feel like it's under strain. Keep on using it, see how I get on with it, and I'll report back to you. But for the price, don't think it's too bad. Well, I'm not an expert. This is what I do at home in my workshop shed. Do your own research first. Read the instructions. Put on the screen somewhere now a link to all my other tool reviews, mainly from Parkside, if you want to have a look at them. If you're new here, subscribe. I've got loads more videos to come. And apart from that, that's about it. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Comment below all your thoughts, all the things I missed, things I got wrong. You name it, put them all below. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and remember, keep calm and head to the shed. Cheers.
See you next time on Weekend Shedhead.